Gundam fight all set! Ready, go!
Why, hello, folks, and welcome to the last Mechpit chat of 2025. I am Ironcaster here to help us settle into the week because, look, it may be Monday, it may be the start of the week. That doesn't mean you have to hate it. Folks, it is going. I've had a pretty good weekend. I've had a pretty nice little vacation for myself as I got a chance to settle in. I got some gunpla and some other stuff built this week. I got plenty of little minis painted. I have come back all recharged, feeling good for myself. I got lots of my little soldiers all painted up. 2025 has been a bit of an interesting year. I feel like there's stuff I could have probably done better, but I don't regret the way I chose to live this year. And I guess at the end of the day, that's the ultimate goal, is to be happy for yourself with where you're at, to accept the decisions that you live by, and recognize how could you do better? What could you do better? And what mistakes can we make, or not make, as it may be, into the next year? No regrets indeed, my friend. But I don't want to hang out. I don't want to linger too long here. I want to go ahead and quickly bring these boys on. So give me 1 second here. Huh. Okay, I think no. That's being weird. Anyway, let me go ahead and bring these boys on here because we have our fine frequent collaborators, co-host here to help us settle into the week. So let me go ahead. A moment of silence, folks.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. What up, gentlemen? Happy Mechpit Mondays.
Yeah, Mechpit Mondays.
It's better than a Manic Monday.
Manslaughter Mondays don't have the same ring to it either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just another Mechpit Monday. Because that's my fun day.
So, gentlemen, I want to ask you guys for this year that has been. It's that time of year where we start to look back on it all. This year, let's go with the obvious. Let's get it out of the way. What were the things you were happy to have watched in 2025? It is the inevitable. This is the year roundup show.
Like, Shangri-La and Solo Leveling feels so long ago.
Yeah.
It does. And the thing is, there was even some hangover shows from the year from 2024 that were still kind of going on into it. Like, people this time last year, people were still like in the heat of Freerun.
Oh yeah.
What you eating there, Punkwaddle?
Oh, sorry. I'm eating some tortellini.
Tortellini. Oh, nice.
I guess I need to start going through my list a little bit and try to figure this out. There's just been so much. Okay, I need to find a way to limit that sound.
Yeah.
I will. I don't know.
Does that play for you guys as well, or no?
I'm not hearing anything.
Okay, maybe it is just me, but either way, it's like I get like a ringing sound anytime I think someone messages.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm going over the list. I'm trying to pull it up of the stuff that I did complete this year, the stuff I did watch. And there were a couple surprises along the way. We've of course talked about I'm an Evil Lord of Intergalactic Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
That was a surprise one. It's not one that was really reaching any high heights by any means. but it's one I'm glad I watched.
Yep.
It was tasty.
Ooh, tasty, your sorrow.
Of course, we had what I'm going down the list here. Let me go pull my screen up here.
Okay.
There we go. Let me go back to the top here. Yeah, of course, the currently airing stuff like Tojima is just excellent, and is one that is worth hanging around. It has, I feel like, risen to the top of the season. Maybe not the very top one of this season, but as far as the stuff going on right now, I can't think of much better. Of course, there was also the assassin series. The assassin, obviously, exceeds the hero.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That one was fun.
In a lot of ways, I feel like that one might be just as good as Tojima, if maybe not better.
Yeah.
Of course, there's some stuff I was like, yeah, I'll get to this, and I just kind of never did watch. So there's my little 2025 pile of shame. You know what? Let's just go ahead and delete a couple of these because
There you
like
go.
I'm realistically never gonna watch half these shows.
Yeah. Probably not. Oh, do I gotta take off the head?
And of course, I think the biggest one that sort of hit this year was Solo Leveling Season 2.
Yeah.
Solo Leveling it picked off like it was doing really well. The first season really kicked off everyone's peak interest, and that's what like really explodes the second season. Because if the first season hooks in the people, they're gonna be talking about it, and then there's gonna be more and more. So, was it as good as the first season? Yes and no. Yeah.
I was
enjoyed it.
I was ultimately kind of let down by it in the end.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people felt that it was wrapped up a little too quickly because there was a whole lot of buildup, and then it was just like, we have to finish this.
It's like, we ran out of time, and the studio doesn't want to give us money to continue.
Guys, give me 1 second here. We have someone who's popped in the back to join us.
Sneaky.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Hey, Ronan.
What up, man? Long time no see.
Yeah, I've been busy with the work thing. It's kind of gross.
Oh, what's that? What's work?
I thought I knew what work was. I thought it was just a mindless, brainless grind that you had to do to survive. But I feel like I've fallen into a career that I enjoy, and everything about it is everything that I typically hate.
Well then.
Weird, right?
You know,
No, it's not weird. You're weird.
I mean, I'm on the internet, right?
Well,
I've been on vacation the last like 2 weeks, and today was my first day back, and it felt weird going back. I'm looking around like, do I remember how to actually do this job thing? I mean, the nice thing is I only have to go back tomorrow, and then I get the next like 5 days off.
Oh, nice.
Sweet. We need to do a stream one of these off days because I go back on the 5th. So
Oh, perfect. Yeah, let's do it maybe Thursday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I tell you, I had 2 days off and I couldn't stand it. I was dying to go back to work.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I said, it's like a weird career. Everything I normally hate is something that I am very much enjoying and spending a lot of time into. I actually just finished doing some work maybe about 15 minutes ago.
There you go.
Well, I will say that I've had jobs where I enjoyed some of the work and the interaction with customers. I just didn't like the people I worked with or some of the other stuff. Like, it's been a while since I had a job where I actually was like, yeah, this is a nice little spot, you know. I believe it exists,
Let me put it this way. I'm a person who hates heights. I really, really hate heights. Never liked them. But the job that I'm in right now, and very much considering it to basically just be my final job in my career, is that I'm inspecting and selling roofs to people, like helping people get new roofs and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm climbing the roofs, heights, I hate them, dealing with insurance, something that I actively try to avoid as an adult. And yeah, like it's just crazy. Like everything, like I'm reading books on how to talk to people better, how to convince the insurance that, you know, these people need a roof. And it, like, I go to sleep at night and I'm so happy that I've helped people get something I really feel at this point they need.
That's interesting. I might have some questions. I'm curious about that industry, but I can.
Yeah, I was in the bridge selling business, but you know, it's hard. It's hard. Some people.
When you're the troll living under the bridge, I think it's kind of weird when you have squatters' rights and you know you charge them to build it and then you stay. Oh wait,
Nice.
Yeah, you're just a goblin.
You know, it has been a crazy year for a lot of like the home personal stuff too. We this year I had to have a new window put in the house, and that was about $2,000 just for replacing a window. We had to have a new furnace put in, which was another like 10,000. That just
That's like 10,000.
oh. And then a guy came by trying to talk about the water softener and our water filtration system, and I'm like, I can't do this right now. No, don't.
I met one of those guys.
I'm like, no, I'll have to deal with my Flint water for the time being, guys. Don't do this to me.
Yeah,
I don't know. Adding
they always
salt-
come in and they're always like, "Oh, got bad news. You have to change this out." And you're like, "Go away. We gave you a bunch of money already."
I tell you, talking to people that, you know, I get it. Like, everybody doesn't have the money to pay for a deductible to get something taken care of, but you know, it's like, at least for the business that I'm in, it's like, if you don't get this taken care of, you're going to lose everything in your house at some point. Because
you're talking about a whole freaking roof. If the roof caves in, that's like a lot more damage. So
yeah. Well, it's not necessarily that it'll cave in. It's that, so, you know, you'll get water. If you get water spots on your roof, on your ceiling, you know, you're kind of already in a lot of trouble because your the decking that holds the roof is probably already rotted. If you're lucky, if it didn't get onto a beam in the ceiling, and like it's that you're asking for trouble if you let it get to that point. And really what we just offer is we offer like a information, basically, to just let you make the best decision possible, which really I find it a lot harder to talk to people who just to offer them information that they're obviously actively not seeking. But it is it's a challenge. It's a challenge. So it's fun. It's something that I autistically already do in my day-to-day life already, where I'm like, well, how do I talk to these people and what are they going to say and how can I rebuttal what they're going to say anyways?
Yeah.
It is playing chess with yourself.
Yeah. And it's like, I literally, I treat every bit of it like a game.
Not a game. It's my roof. How dare you, sir? How dare you?
Well, you can look at it the way you want to look at it, but I have
joking.
fun.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to cut you off there because, sir, I just got my roof taken care of last year, so we are fully covered on that front.
Sweet.
But though, speaking of things covered, sir, let me ask you to bring you into it. As far
So-
as 2025 went, what were some of the series that you really enjoyed this year?
Oh man, I'd have to pull up that list and figure out everything that I watched this year.
Mhm.
I know one thing that's coming to mind is the Medalist that's actually getting a season 2. So yay on that one. That was definitely a strong 2025. Ooh, and I probably watched a lot more at the beginning of the year more than at the end.
Well, I mean, it seems like it either falls into like one or two categories. Any seasons, like there's either a lot of stuff you want to watch, or there's like hardly anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, and the thing was, it only for me anyway, it only got worse because all of the tokusatsu has now started to lean into the West more because this was the year in which Kamen Rider Zets has started to air, straight up putting the episodes right on YouTube, which from kind of broke the internet for me for about a good couple of days, and
Yeah.
then now here in this last about month or so, we've got the news of Super Sentai ending, and they're going over to the Space Sheriff Gavin, which is going to be essentially doing the exact same thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, the tokusatsu stuff is like I'm happy to see that it's going to be a little more accessible. Although, I let me ask y'all, did y'all see the Hideki Anno tweet that I think it was like maybe a day, 2 days ago? I think it was.
No.
Well, I actually did happen to have something about this pulled up because I did have the Bounty in the Comics article on it.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Oh, basically the
okay.
tweet was that Ano's said it was more geared towards anime, that anime doesn't need to cater towards a worldwide audience,
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about. Yeah.
which I've got mixed feelings about it myself, but overall I I don't I don't exactly think he's wrong, but I also think that anime is going to get more isolated if they don't take into account that it's not just for the Japanese centric culture anymore.
Yeah. Well, I'll just caveat with this that like because of all the quote woke and the things and the prime minister and all, like they're kind of pushed back against, just because I mean we look at it from our perspective, but over there they're a much smaller country, and the push for them to just cater and cave, and with being like what we talked about almost a year ago, because the bounding, you know, and everybody talking about Toei and all of the companies that are realizing that they have to go to a global market because the Japanese people, there aren't enough people, there aren't enough bodies paying people to maintain what, you know what I mean? Like it's a growing thing. So like, and I don't think they need to cater to Western sensibilities at all. I think there's a lot of people that really enjoy the elements that goes into anime, but I also agree that they need to be aware that if this is going to a wider audience, they should probably not dumb it down, but anyway, but like certain aspects of culture, certain things, there might be some jumping off points for people to better understand who might not have been watching it for the last 30 years too, right?
Yeah, like
Well,
I mean, I think the one thing that comes to my mind that I think I've said for over a year now, that anime is going to lose is what is considered fan service, and that's the the jiggly girls and stuff like that. And definitely animes doesn't have to be just central or cultured in middle schools or high schools. I think we're going to see more adult characters take MC roles than like a My Hero Academia style.
Middle schools or high
anime.
schools? What is this? The early 2000s? Everything's isekai, motherfucker. Everything
It
is Lord of
is.
the Rings nowadays.
But
Where-
it's like they're
Where are
children
you?
still.
Where are you, dude? Where are you?
Well, it's still their culture that once you're an adult, you can't have fun.
Yeah,
The thing is,
I butchered that, but
the thing I do get concerned about with this idea is that fundamentally a lot of what made anime and part of that Japanese culture is what drew a lot of people in, because it was different, because it didn't play by these
Yep.
same sensibilities, because it was willing to be a bit more crass and crude and have those bits of fan service, were all these things that drew so many people in. I can't tell you just how many characters became people's favorites or their waifus before we
Mhm.
properly had the word as a concept. Like, I knew guys who would have who just absolutely fell in love with characters like Ryoko or Washu or Kagome. Not
Are you
Kaguya.
team Rei or Ahsoka or Asuka?
Oh, that is the oldest fight. It is.
That
it
is one of the oldest waifu battles. Yeah.
and
who's
not only
best
that,
girl?
it is. It is.
And then
the,
someone
it
will
is,
pop in and be like, Mise's the best. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, Misato really is the best. But
You
thing
don't
is
think there's
that-
not waifu battles from Ranma? I mean, shampoo.
Okay,
Better, not
okay,
shampoo.
I'll take me some Ukyo all day.
Well,
you would go after Ranma, wouldn't you?
I have to.
you choose to.
But I mean, that's the point. There was this
Technically,
entire,
she's a girl, but it's okay.
it is this culture that was ripe and rich with all this stuff that came about in sort of that age in which the internet was really growing as a connection point. I mean,
Well,
like that fight there you were saying about Rei and Asuka is older than the old fight of pirates versus ninjas.
yeah. Well,
There's an old school fight if any of you remember that.
yeah.
It's a good one though, yeah.
But like the thing like with the Japanese culture, because of World War II really did a number on them, and they've had more of a pretty interesting rebuilding. They've had an interesting sort of figuring out their identity and their cultural identity, and things like Gundam, and like what I'm trying to say is there are only so many generations from that catastrophic event, and there's a lot of people who have been processing, dealing, creatively working through stories or things, not necessarily the manga and the anime artists right now lived through it, but there's just this rich culture and this rich history that's still trying to figure itself out in a lot of ways, right? Where it fits in the world. And I'll leave it at this, but one of the things I've been saying for a long time is that the spiritual, the mythic lore in ways that the West just gave up on. The West is like, no, with the separation of church and state and religion, you do that, we don't talk about it. Like it's to this point that it's just hollow and empty. But when characters have those deep-rooted family history or their ancestors or their it's not even going to church, but there's a spirituality that's mysticism type stuff that draws people in, because like I said, Batman doesn't use guns, but
and that's honestly,
Sometimes
Batman not
he
using
does.
guns is a fairly new concept.
Yeah.
He has used
The
weapons.
40s.
Yeah.
okay. Or when they took guns away from Punisher, that was just awful. But anyway,
That doesn't make any sense. Punisher is like Mr. Gun Nut.
yeah. I mean,
But,
Punisher War Machine is a thing.
Yeah.
And it got taken away from him because too much DACA.
But I mean, think about it this way too. We're coming up at what let's just round up and say that we're already in 2030. We're not that far off from being 100 years removed from World War II.
Right.
So it's like, do you really expect this, fourth generation of Japanese to really connect with a kind of post World War II sensibility? And I think one of the most standout animes of this year, Gacha Yakuta, really kind of shows a more Western sensibility that they have, because the mangaka, oh my god, what was her name? Oh my gosh, Kei Arana. She is a alt punk girl that is very deep in the alt culture, and it shows in that manga and even in the anime, so much so that she had a world-renowned graffiti artist do the graffiti in the manga. And something that I don't think gets enough credit is how culturally diverse each character is in it, along with each fashion and just kind of style that they have.
And I'll have to look into that because I haven't watched that one or I haven't read that one. But
it's really good.
But a good writer is gonna have characters that are different because they add different qualities. They add different perspectives. You have interaction. I mean, that's another reason why I love stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I think that does kind of tag along with the article that's up here, because I mean, I know you're going to run into it, but I did see this quote, and was I talking with you, Ironcaster, or you, Snacks, or hey,
Or Brandon, the anime guy.
Brandon. Because
Brandon.
I was talking with somebody about this quote. Now that you bring it up, when they went from the 80s, when we had some of the cartoons that were selling toys, He-Man or Exo Squad or some of this stuff, and then all of a sudden you had Rescue Heroes and these so watered down stories and so watered down ideas for kids that when they grew up, they couldn't recognize the real thing. They didn't understand the real truths. The Muppets had jokes on different levels. The Shrek had different tier levels that kids could enjoy and adults could enjoy.
The Animaniacs did that.
Yeah, Pinky the Brain is one of my favorites, but if it's catered so much to children that it doesn't even translate after you're 8. Anyway,
well, y'all know that there was a what was it? Not a cartoon band, but there was a law, and I don't remember when it exactly ended, but cartoons had to have some kind of education for TV. It was a law that it had to be in there. So animators and writers found ways, because of that restriction, to make them more adult, to go around that law, but still make it educational. And I think the thing is that we're kind of missing is they really don't have that restriction anymore. They're kind of free to do whatever they want, but when you're free to do whatever you want, it's why even try to make something that entertaining?
If they turned puppets into cartoons and Punkwaddle was there, I would do the PSA at the end of every show. Just saying,
folks. We learned a lot today about not sacrificing plushies.
Mm-hmm.
We need more Kamen Rider.
And I did touch on this a little bit earlier, but the tokusatsu's influx has been just massive this year, especially with next year the upcoming space sheriff Gavin, not to be confused with Gavin Newscomb, of course.
Yeah.
But
No, he's a fire marshal.
Now,
So-
answer me
No,
this:
he's Katy
was
Perry's
that
boyfriend.
Wait, what?
What was-
Who? What?
Eh?
What's that?
Oh, I was just gonna ask, did Disney actually announce some kind of successor to Power Rangers, or was that just a joke? I didn't even bother looking into it.
I have no idea who has the thing now, but whoever it is, it's a massive cluster. The whole thing regarding the Sentai is just turned into a gigantic CF that just needs to be flushed. And it's sad.
there has been some form of like reset on that going on. There is a Power Rangers revival going on with over at Disney, but at the end of the day, we'll see what comes of it. The problem is so much of the West, when it comes to Power Rangers, especially, is just married and stuck at the altar of the Mighty Morphin era, to where that is the be all end all. And I understand why, because it was recognizable and is held on for such a long time. However, it means you're now strictly adhered to this formula of this era.
Yeah. Well, there was two things that I see that happened that was wrong. One, Jason David Frank was too good, and
Yeah,
two,
he was good.
yeah, they just kept kind of that original team for way too long when they should have flipped them over at least by the time that I would say, I'm trying to think.
Zio?
I was thinking more well, wait, was Turbo before Zio or was that
Well,
after Zio?
Turbo came after, because Turbo did have a significant cast change.
Okay, so yeah, then Zio. Yeah. Yeah, they really should have switched after the Thunder Megazord stuff.
Yeah, because well, they like I said, they had their like 2 movies. They had all the stuff. I mean, Tommy was a household name. But okay, so, and I don't know if we know this now, but because you know how wasn't Netflix trying to work on a Power Ranger movie, and there was some other stuff in the works? Did the canceling kind of coincide and ruin that sort of bit? And was that intentional to keep Netflix from screwing it up worse? They just
Well, as I understand it, a lot of that fell through, and I think it was also coming at a time in which, well, for one thing, Hasbro's CEO had died, and so a lot of stuff kind of fell through and became a bit of a conundrum. It became a bigger problem, and the unfortunate part is the guy who's the head of like Wizards of the Coast, wound up getting bumped up to be the CEO of Hasbro's the overall, and it's sort of been a pivotal point at which we could see the company really suffer.
Yeah.
Because that former CEO was the one who was really trying to lean into making a movie studio. That's how we got the Transformers 1 movie. That's how we got some pushes into doing more with a number of the other Hasbro properties getting licensed out to try to do movies. We got the Snake Eyes movie out of that. A lot happened for good and for ill.
Basically, anyone that's currently around doesn't know what to do. They don't know how to do it. They wouldn't know how to do it, and they refuse to learn how to do it because, old people knew how to do it. That's really the sum total of it. No one knows their head from their ass, and no one is willing to learn or to grow or to change or none of that. And it's a sad state of affairs. But what's not a sad state of affairs is Tojima wants to be a common writer. That is a great state of affairs.
We have been certainly blessed by that. And we are getting a few other good series as well. Like the fact that is sticking around for to essentially being a longer 24 episode season.
Yeah, that makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
And I've only got one show left to finish.
It feels right with the world because that hasn't been a thing a lot. Like the last, well, we had Freerun doing that, but it's certainly not the industry standard anymore. They're all 12 episodes, 13 if you're lucky.
Yeah. I think Shangri-La consistently did.
Freerun blew up like a firecracker. That got freaking instant fame. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Apparently,
I mean,
Elf
don't
Girl.
forget-
I was
forget,
surprised on
Freerun
like how
was-
popular it got.
And Freyrun's
Don't forget-
awesome. It's really good. So
No, I agree 100%. But
Freerun was the anime that managed to overthrow Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood as the #1 anime on my anime list.
That's
it's not
impressive.
easy to do.
And stuck around too.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
well, with the new year in mind, I did have one little news story to bring up. Something I think you guys might want to be on the lookout for.
Oh.
Oh, I
Where
heard
we-
about this. I have no idea about it, but I know that there are certain people that we follow that are just like, that's it. Show the year. Without even seeing anything. They're gushing over magical girls over this.
Oh. Noted.
Noted
okay. Oh,
indeed.
is it gonna be one of those like it's not hentai, but it's barely not hentai?
I have no idea. I know nothing
Okay,
about this.
so I've actually read Ruby Dragon. I know of the manga.
Oh.
And for some context, it is a simple like slice of life type of manga about a girl in high school who just grew dragon horns and the high school life dealing with that. And not only that, it's a slice of life manga that I believe comes out in a typical shonen anthology manga collection. Like this, it's a regular in Jump magazine.
Okay.
Now that's interesting that it's in one of the shonen mags when it's not technically a shonen. That I guess shows you just how good it is. Someone thought this is really good, and other people must keep thinking it's really good because it's getting the adaptation, and Kyoto Animation's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Good for
Kamisuke
them.
Anime,
Good for them.
thank you once again for reading Ruby Dragon this year. Hyoka is my favorite Kyoto animation work, especially the cultural festival arc that moves through the multiple perspectives. Watching everything Hotaro does, running the booth is my favorite part. Okay, so it's this. A lot of this is from the like. I think there's about 2, maybe 3 volumes of the manga. It doesn't have a lot of chapters to it, so this is going to be a short. This is probably going to be that short 11, 12 episode series.
Okay.
Series or just season?
Could be both.
Is the manga finished?
No, it's still going. I think they're on
Okay.
like chapter like 12 or 13.
Oh, they're not there. Oh man, they're not going to be able to adapt very much to anime unless they really draw out those 12 to 13 chapters.
Here's the thing about that. I like a manga that's well beloved to burn at least in the upper teens, like 19 to 20, before they start an anime, because sometimes the mangaka just like gets writer block or whatnot.
Writer block, yeah.
Yeah, and then the anime catches up because they'll cut like a volume down into like 3 volumes equals 1 episode sometimes in most extreme instances. So they'll catch up, and then they're kind of like out of the original source. So what do? They just do whatever they want to do. They'll do like the most infamous thing was they'll do fillers like they did in what's that infamous Bleach.
Yep.
Like they did for Bleach.
Bleach,
Or
One
they'll
Piece.
just do freaking like, oh, I think this will happen, and they'll just do like the official essentially if the fanfic, right?
The Game of Thrones.
Yeah, the Game of Thrones or the Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, yeah.
Well, gentlemen,
Original Full Metal Alchemist.
would you like to see the preview, the little snippet we got of a preview that with this announcement?
Yeah, sure. It's good.
Yeah, it's part of a longer video, but the crux of it is like this last third of it. So a nice 30 seconds.
Nice. Weekly Jump. Wow.
As I said, I mean, you look at her, you see why so many people love this character.
Yeah.
Kawaii.
It's got one of those faces like she'll come over and play Mario with you, or
Girl next door with dragon horns.
exactly.
Is it playing Mario with you or playing with your Mario?
No, there's an innocence that makes
Brandon,
you
horny
wanna
gel
protect.
now. Go, horny gel. Go right now.
Wait, which question
Okay.
did you take?
What was that?
Get the flamer. The heavy flamer.
I think I needed to repent for that one.
Yeah, I think, yeah, he doesn't need to get flamed. Oh,
Torch it.
Yep.
torch it.
I need to repent for that one.
Aw.
Yeah. I think this one's going to be very unique.
So is this a more wholesome character that people are going to be protective of?
Absolutely.
Because
In
it's
fact, like-
real. I know you made the joke about gushing, but there's some characters like the horse girls,
Uma Musume.
other than Shum, and then like there are certain characters in animes where it's just like you do not cross that line. They're too like just the community and everybody's like, oh, we're gonna ostracize you if you start trying to
Yeah.
put this character and do fanfics and put them in things like.
Rule 34 stuff. This one looks like if
A
someone was
gentleman's
to do that, they would
agreement
get their butt
to not
kicked.
do the.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Exactly.
there wasn't much to it, but this is something I am genuinely looking forward to, and I wanted to.
When's
kind
it
of get
coming
on your
out?
guys' radar. I don't think we know yet. It's still.
I don't remember
early
seeing
in.
it on the winter. Speaking of the winter, do you, gentlemen, have your winter watch list put together?
I haven't even looked at what's on.
All
them.
right. Punkwaddle?
There's
Well,
quite a lot, actually. There's
my
quite a
friend.
lot.
I know you said you had. I heard you had 27 that you're gonna try starting.
Oh, let me show you what was actually
Holy
done for the
crap.
official list in totality for everybody. 63 shows. Starting at the
Yeah,
top.
you're gonna be an undead murder farce by the time you watch one episode of each.
Okay, first off, you have
Yep.
you've chosen Peak.
Yeah, this season there's a ton of stuff. So, 'Tis Time for Torture, A Gentle Noble's Vacation Recommendation. Yeah, you can see it, but personally, me, these are the ones that I chose to go with.
Oy.
Jack of All Trades, Party of None, which starts in a
Fun.
day. I
Cute.
got to start doing my preview videos.
Okay.
MF Ghost Season 3. I love MF Ghost. It's funny because I've never seen any of the prior stuff, the initial D stuff, which I know was massively popular there in the 90s and 2000s.
It was.
No, very
Probably
little.
why you like Ghost.
It's
Oh,
very
man.
possible, but I do like
Wait,
MF Ghost.
D's
Let's see.
so good.
Sentenced to be a Hero. Yeah, I'm there for that one. Fate. I'm gonna watch Fate.
Mm. Fine, and more fate.
Conan the
More
Sorcerer Can See. I'll check that one out. Noble Reincarnation, Born Blessed, so I'll obtain ultimate power. You know, 2 of my trash fantasy shows, but there's a ton of trash fantasy this season.
Yes.
Daily
Double
Life of a
continuous.
Part-Time Torturer. Just the name alone, like, yep. There was a cute girl in the heroes party, so I tried confessing to her. Yep.
That could go anywhere.
The Darwin Incident. This one, I know
Ooh, yeah.
nothing about it, but just looking at the thing,
It's not
it
Darwin
has.
Games. That's already got an anime.
Yeah, it's got WTF written all over it for me. So.
Yeah, that art style. That it's gonna be interesting. Yeah.
Yes, it is. The Adventurer's Daily Grind at age 29. Yep, I'm all over that. Let's see. Easygoing Territory Defense by the Optimistic Lord.
You know
Yep,
what? We wound up watching the Intergalactic Overlord, so
Mhm.
I'm kind of inclined to be able to enjoy that kind of trash anime.
Yeah, as I said, tons of
Iron
fantasy
Caster,
trash.
you're the one who recommended it to me in Punkwaddle.
And then I
then you
forgot about the
totally
show.
memory hold it.
Yeah, and we won't
And
let
then
you
me and Punkwaddle had to
introduce you to it.
yeah,
It was so
reintroduce you to
good.
it, who originally introduced us to it.
It was
Well, hey. In my defense, I did finish it. I did like it.
Well, that's
You
good.
did.
At
Good.
least you finished it.
Did you
Let's
like?
see.
Yeah.
Next is let's see, Shibuyugi, the playing death games to put food on the table.
Curious. I like the game animes sometimes.
Yeah, it's got a different look to it. Plus, she's a maid type outfit.
Okay,
so.
sure, yeah.
A gentle noble's vacation recommendation. The Holy Grail of Eris. I don't remember why I chose that one, but I did. And of course, the movie All You Need Is Kill. I'm absolutely going to see that.
Not all you need is love.
No, all you need is kill. Roll over and die. No idea, but the name's like, yeah. Hell mode. The hardcore gamer dominates in another world with garbage balancing.
Okay, that
Yeah,
that could be funny.
that could be. Reincarnated as a dragon hatchling.
Okay, as a baby with fire breath and laser
Yep.
eyes. And
That trailer
Yeah.
actually looked good.
It's probably going to break rule 1, so we'll have to see.
So, is this an edge case where Rule 1 is allowed to be broken?
This one might be because he's born as a dragon, and
if he has dragon powers that all
Yeah.
dragon babies have.
exactly.
Okay.
And of course, Trigun Stargaze. I'm going to be all over that.
Really?
Dead account.
Oh.
Yep. Tojima wants to be a common writer. Gets extended. That was unexpected, and that was glorious.
Well, sir, might I recommend you jump back on that one, because this little tournament arc they've set up for themselves has been some of the best animation we've gotten all season.
Nice.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I need to catch up with it. Let's see. Kaya-chan isn't scary. That one just looks all sorts of which ways fucked up. So, yeah. Hell's Paradise Season 2. Yep.
Okay.
'Tis Time for Torture Princess Season 2. Yep. Freyrin. Yep.
Of course.
Hopefully we get surprised and get either another season sooner than later, or they say, stay tuned for Core 2.
Rerun's one of those ones. Is like I'm pretty sure I finished up. Like I'm caught up, but I'm not sure because it had like a continuation like season. So I was like, did I watch it all? I think so.
Yeah, the end of it was dealing with or doing the first class mage, and then talking with Sari, and getting
I'm
the
totally
best
caught up.
spell, the best spell that you can possibly get. A spell to do your
Field of
laundry.
Flowers. Yep.
Cat, damn it, you little shit! Go away! Getting in my food. How dare you get in my food?
Hey, no pet abuse on stream or at all.
Calm down, Hassan.
I love my
Not
cat.
Tyler, want to be a
It's-
baller?
Yeah.
It's the cat, so it's what's her name?
Impala?
Freaking, I forgot. It was one of the stream the freaking the thought streamers, whatever.
Yeah, it was
Oh, they all suck.
Alinity.
Alinity, that's what it was. I
Yeah,
haven't
she
heard.
tossed the cat backwards.
I never watched her, but I haven't heard any drama from her, so I think she's probably graduated.
Yeah, I mean
That would
it's a
be
Gundam
that'd be
hasn't-
too good to be true, right?
Yeah, I mean, because it's a Gundam, he'll do one on DSP like every 6 months, but I haven't heard anything on Alinity.
No.
I've got a few more here. I'm gonna
DSP.
I'm gonna jump in and do the steel ball run, but that one's not going to be until closer to the end.
Steel Ball
And,
Run is the one season I've been especially looking forward to. Having gone through the manga, because my friends, you are not ready for the President of the United States and those dirty deeds done dirt cheap.
I thought that was ACDC. They're Brit.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
There's-
And then the last movie is actually Assassination Classroom commemorative movie. It adapts episodes previously omitted from the original anime series.
Okay,
That's going to be cool.
that could be. That's fun.
And then last but not least, Samurai Troopers. Why?
Oh,
Because
the
we're getting a direct extension from the 80s series. Boom.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm excited. I loved those Road Wars. I loved the toys. I mean, going back and watching now, you're like, oh dang, that is dark 80s, like sci-fi.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
good.
still got to finish Plus Size Misadventures, and I've actually started Miss Machiko. Yeah, don't show this to the modern audience; they'll freak the fuck out. It's so funny. It's so bad, yet so funny. Galaxy Express. Then I got to finish up Dark Gathering, Sakamoto Days, some Dragon Ball, some Shangri-La, and a few other shows to get ready for the new seasons if they ever give us more Overlord.
Oh, we're getting more Dark Island.
Yeah, so not too bad.
If you do, well, do yourself a favor. Go enjoy some more Overlord. It is one of the best dark anime out there. It has been one of my favorites. It has been a series that has earned that rare 10 out of 10 from me.
Yeah, I need to finish it. But anyways, I've said my piece.
Though, before it even goes running off, and I'm not. You don't have to, but
Well,
I
I
do
need
have-
to. I need to eat. So
Well,
before my
before
cat
you-
decides to steal my food again.
before you disappear on me and turn into
Yeah.
a pumpkin, let me ask you a question. If you've heard all the slang that kids are saying nowadays, words like unk,
What again?
unk.
Anybody that calls me that's going to get a size 13 boot shoved up their puppet hole.
Okay, but let me ask you a question then.
Wait,
What if they say that about your taste in anime?
Then they're going to get both of them shoved up their puppet hole. Whoever made that, I think I actually posted who the fuck made this because they need to have their asses whooped.
I thought you were
my
saying
ass.
punk and puppet hole. I was like, yeah, I got that's me, but why are we sticking the boot?
We're gonna yes, I'm gonna kick Punkwaddle's
Oh,
puppet hole.
How to trigger the 30-something anime fans?
Oh, it's a puppet hole.
I can only laugh at this stuff now. People just rage bait for clicks and money.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what this is.
Which is
And that's
what-
why I said
I mean,
who the fuck made
There's
this.
no point to get mad at people who do this shit anymore. It's like we
Let's see.
know the game. Click,
Hey.
ha, funny, make video, make.
Are they
other
trying to say
videos
this
defending.
is the best animes? Like,
Yeah,
No,
Pete-
they're saying that this is crap. This is for old people. Why the hell do you want to be an
Oh.
old person?
Uh,
That's the
yeah,
whole
I-
thing.
Theirs is
It's a-
better.
The whole
I
unk
can
term is a
tell
black
you-
slang term for like a lot of them started calling Shannon Sharp unk. So it's a derogatory term saying you're
Like-
old. You know,
like-
what the hell
like
do you
this-
know?
This anime is for Tom. Tom.
Okay,
I
but
can
Yeah,
tell
whatever.
you if
I will agree on one extent here because I have never been a fan of Death Note. I thought it was shit from the moment it aired.
oh my god, someone else?
I never watched it. It didn't really get me going.
Only up through
Oh.
L. After that, I'm done.
I don't hate it. I just feel like it's overrated.
it,
It's a B tier at best. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Everyone-
okay.
it is.
Hold on,
Oh,
guys.
I-
Listen
I kind
listen
of
to
want to get
me.
into this.
This is the
You're
logic
triggering
behind
people.
it. How would we have big titty goth girls who like anime if Death Note didn't exist?
That is true.
Wait, I know
Or-
there's
No.
another one to this.
Or big
know, I-
titted police girls.
I have to believe that probably Elon Musk was a fan of it, which is why he made the Grok AI dress like decent.
Yeah,
That makes
yeah,
sense.
well,
That makes sense.
All right,
I judge
gentlemen.
you too harshly.
I need to take off. Go enjoy some Umamusume because horse girls are the best.
hoof it.
We will.
And be sure to run Goldie or Gold Ship because Gold Ship is best. Who doesn't like
Brandon,
Gold Ship?
Brandon, sir, you have yourself a wonderful day.
I
Have
will.
yourself a great week. And if I don't see you, have a happy New Year.
Yes, actually, I do plan on streaming on Thursday because I'm off, and that'll be the 4-year anniversary, January 1st, 2026.
Oh,
4
yeah.
years doing this.
Yeah.
So
I remember.
if you're off, I'll toss out the link. I plan on going live at the normal time of 10 a.m. Eastern.
Cool.
Sweet. Okay.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Maybe
with
I'll
that,
wake
sir-
up early.
With that, sir, we'll be having you launch your way out.
Lancelot, launch!
I gotta find my eject clip.
Oh man. So let me ask, how do y'all feel about One Piece going to a once a year seasonal anime instead of a like continuous show?
Say what, karaoke?
One Piece will no longer be running consecutively after this last arc ended.
Or, as the meme has also put it, One Piece Season 1 is ending with episode 1145. Here comes Season 2.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna lie, that one almost rage baited me a little bit. I was like, oh my, really? Do we need to have the discussion on what a season actually is now?
I mean, did they actually break it down into seasons, or did it just continuous it? Because-
Hold on, let me do this because I think on Crunchyroll it has it like in story arcs.
Yeah, same on Hulu as well.
I mean, that's the only way you can do it. And
I mean, if you think about it, like when did seasons actually like kick off? Like the latter of the 2000s, right?
Well, a season's only 12 episodes because I mean, just like this season's change, that is what a season is however is in the winter season or the summer season or fall or whatever you have.
Seasons used to get like 24 to 25 episodes, or you get like 50 episodes, one a week all year long. So like,
well, is that the local US way that we would get them? Because I mean, obviously back in the day, Japan would be so much further ahead than we had them, and we were getting like I mean, we didn't get Dragon Ball Z until mid 90s, and they were already in GT. So it's like, can you really use our understanding of what a season was? Because they would run 2 new episodes almost every Saturday for a long time, at least with Dragon Ball. And
you make a really good argument. Ironcaster, kick him.
he speaks too well.
he speaks the truth. Execute him now.
Or they it was really a longer episode, but to fit the format of all the other shows, they put the Dragon Ball in 2 episodes instead of just one longer one, even though it was only 5 minutes in the show if you're lucky.
And I mean, now we're getting like 15, or some animes are getting like 15, 16 episodes a season because they'll run a hour and a half first episode. I mean, what was Oshinoko? Oshinoko was almost 2 hours, I want to say.
Fate has episode 0 is almost an hour.
Yeah. Made sense to want to sell a bigger box set, like 24 episodes for $120 was a lot more enticing than an anime that would only have 13 episodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the same price.
Well, yeah, it's like, but then I think it was really prominent, and I know it wasn't just Netflix that did this, but when Attack on Titan was like season 1 first half, season 1 second half, right? And those are like $40 or $50 for the discs for each, half a season. It's like, but can I get the full box set for the whole season? Every now and you can find that, but it's like, nope, we want to get all the money out of you.
Yeah, and I think that's where they started coming up with like, so we'll have the animes that run over 2 continuous seasons, like what happened with Gachi Yakuta went from summer to fall. Well, they'll probably have box sets that say Gachi Yakuta Part 1 and then Gachi Yakuta Part 2.
Yeah,
but it's just the first 12 episodes and the latter 12 episodes.
Well, and they like when they say like complete series, and it's like, oh, this is just the first season in one, and it doesn't have all the other seasons because I'll call it a series. Like, somebody made that comment earlier in the stream. Like, do you mean a season or series? Or once again, some of the in translation, some of the words kind of get muddled.
Yeah. Well, I think it gets what I think gets lost is like, say, you're going to get your 12 or 13 episodes and there's no plans to make anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Then they tack on series to it. But if there's plans, they'll tack on season to it, because it's like, well, it's like, okay, you understand that it's not complete.
Mm-hmm.
It's I got to do a bit more digging, because I got to look and see exactly how a lot of Japanese anime was collected. And the thing is, we've also seen a big fundamental shift there, so it's not as easy to track, especially with like current series, because it used to be you would get like 3 or 4 episodes in a DVD, and before that would be that would be sold off for like $30 for 4 episodes, and now we're getting that for the entire season. So it's going to be a little hard to track now, especially, though I'm sure we could probably find some Japanese listings for what that would be.
Oh yeah. But like, how far would you want to go back? Would you want to go back to like the 80s and see how they were doing things up to now? Because I do know that one reasons why we have so many collectibles in anime is that in Japan, to entice people to buy more stuff, they would add plushies, or they would add t-shirts or panties.
I remember those box sets.
Dude, stupid history that's in my brain. The first anime that was brought over by what was it? East Coast Media? West, oh well, gosh, I can't remember what
West Coast.
Anyways,
yeah.
Ocean Media?
Project Echo.
Okay.
Actually sold with a set of Project Echo panties.
That isn't shocking if you've watched the show.
It's not, considering that it's like every 5 seconds. It's like, oh, randomly gets stripped by a missile. Okay, sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was a simpler time.
No,
It was.
Gator, no, we're not getting you a pair of Echo panties. No.
Biko's still best girl.
No, go back to your pillows. Okay. Sorry.
Gentlemen, I'm afraid I might have to cut this bit short. I'm feeling some disturbances in the force here. And we have gone for our time here. As much as I would love to keep this going, but it is our time. Our time is up, and I feel as though I need to call it here.
Our time is running out.
Yeah. That said, I do want to thank you guys for showing up. As always, we could have gone another hour easily, but I don't know quite how long I'm going to be away. So, what do we have coming up, boys? Just to help get your names out there.
Nip and Nag tomorrow night at Snacks and Friends. We're doing Nip and Nag. We're building a whole bunch.
Sweet.
I'm gonna try to start it. Trying to eat early. Start it at 6 Eastern, and probably nip and nag until I'm done whatever I'm doing, which might be 1 or 2 things.
Sweet.
I have a 30-minute preferences. Nice. Ray, from Evangelion. So.
Oh no! Yeah, I saw that they were making those.
I have her. I'll probably do her, and I've got so much on my backlog. I'm not sure what I'll get and do next. I might do the Zaku from the Army Zaku from G-Quax, or something else. Who knows?
Nice.
I was just recalling a video that kind of popped up in my YouTube shorts. It was like the best-selling, figures of the year. It was like some like, they were all like waifu figures.
Sure.
Were they Umumusumes? Those are selling like pretty quick off the.
I think at least one of them was.
The 30-minute preferences. The Umumusumes have been my Gunpla guy. He's like, yeah, man, I have them, and they're on the shelves for maybe a week, if that, and then they're gone.
Oh yeah, I can see why. They have the great looks, the good body, good customization abilities. Though I think people just want their favorite racing horse girl.
They do. They do. A lot of people want. Do they have Gold Ship yet? I'm not sure if they have Gold Ship. She's not my favorite, but
Well, I'm also gonna say this, and the figure market with anime and games and stuff and manga has been there for years, and it's getting bigger with all the different cons and stuff. But when you have something that goes back to the wholesome rule, and it's like this is something you could proudly display in your home, because if people come over and be like, "You're not a," if it's something else, and be like, "Oh, you're a weirdo. You like weird things." Like, "Oh no, I play that game. Oh, I've seen that anime." You know, it is crossed the threshold into just pop culture, not anime culture.
it's true. Yeah, if you have like a body pillow with a naked anime girl, people are gonna judge you. But
Yeah.
if you have just a figurine of a well populated character, like Pikachu, if you have a Pikachu to
Yeah,
like
Azure
Punkwaddle said.
Lane with
Yeah.
the ships and the that's gonna be weird, but
Well, maybe, maybe not. Depends on what the pose is.
the Bushido ones, yeah.
Well,
Well,
like I said, it depends on which one in the posing.
well, Stack, sir, I can't wait to. Ooh. Oh.
Yeah,
Distraction.
I've been painting my my little Gunpla minis, or not Gunpla minis, the Gundam Assemble minis.
Yeah.
I got my freaking I got my tall geese finally painted up.
Nice.
I got a bunch of my own minis finished painting up. A bunch of like lizardmen and dinosaurs and some little goblin mechs.
I don't know why it's all
And so
choppy.
I gotta finally get some stuff put off the desk here. But Snacks, sir, depending what time you go tomorrow night, I think I might be able to hop in and join you. I'll be off after tomorrow, so ain't no
sweet.
bedtime here.
Sweet, yeah, it's gonna be like 6 o'clock-ish, so and I'll probably go on to maybe 11 o'clock, depends on how I'm feeling. I might build for 3 hours, I might build for 5 hours, like the first Gunpla.
Yeah.
Nag.
That
Remember
never
that?
ended. Yeah.
Oh, I have the kit again. I bought another one because I want to customize it. Of the Goose Custom.
Nice.
Yeah, I bought another one. I was
Stats.
like, it's gonna be easy build. All right.
As always, thank you for coming by. I gotta. I'm like, my stomach's telling me, come on, Stack, shut the fuck up. I gotta go.
Oh shit. Oh shit, my bad. Shit.
Oh.
He's not casting iron this time.
No. Something much
like
more
a lead,
solid.
It's like a lead weight today. But Punkwaddle, what you got coming up, buddy?
Oh, I'm gonna be hanging out with the Matapap crew tomorrow night. I don't know what random thing of history we'll be talking about, but I'm hanging out with them. Always shenanigans, and then I kind of show up around, and then I think I know we're gonna have some sort of New Year's puppet thing with Snowdub and Jolly and all of them, and then I might pop up on a few of these other streams, whoever will have me as we get there.
If you want to do something Wednesday, we can do something Wednesday.
Maybe. Yeah.
Real quick, Vince, I still got him all in pieces right now. I gotta get him over to the airbrush station so I can actually get things all primed up. But I'm just trying to I'm in the process of getting stuff off the desk so I can cycle things through.
Gotcha.
So there is progress, but not every piece. There's like 5 projects.
You'll get there.
All right. Ronan, what's coming up, buddy?
In all honesty, man, I'm just existing these days. Not much to talk about, but I kind of forgot tomorrow was New Year's, so I might fire up a stream, might play some Marvel Rivals, might just chill and hang out until I have obligations I have to do. But yeah,
That's
other than
life for
that.
But as for myself, tomorrow we got Talk Hard coming up with Pops, Squeaking Milestone Loki, where we are talking about sort of our favorite stuff of the year, a little bit of a year-end recaps from sort of the more cinema side of things. But with that said, folks, I want to thank you all as always for coming out. It has been a blast. And yes, Vince, thank you for dropping those links as always. You are the wing beneath my wings. And with that, folks, let's get out of here. Be good, talk hard, take care of yourself. Remember, the week's just getting started. So pace yourself and don't rush it. So with that, we're gonna roll on out.
Welcome. This right here is the annual Fellow Mobile Suit Show. We veterans of the one you war gather our old mobile suits and we share the stories, we teach the youngins, and we just have a good time. This boy right here is the RGM 79 Jim. I deployed in it at Jabro. We was assigned to protect the southwestern quadrants from the Zeeks. Remember in battle, I managed to shoot down 3 of them teddy bears and 7 of them Z-Goks. Didn't get hit or nothing either. The beauty of the gym lies in its simple frame. You can modify whatever you want it. Low atmo, high atmo, cold, hot, underwater, colony, and space. Yes, sir. Here's my buddy Derek. Tell us about your shoot, Derek. This right here is the RX-75 gun tank mass production type. It has minimum weight of 56 metric tons, power output of 878 kilowatts, and is equipped with a pair of 120mm low recoil cannons and a pair of 40mm 4-barrel box missile launchers. I deployed it in heavy artillery base assault ops in Southeast Asia. Though it may not go as fast as other mobile suits, no suit can hit a base from 200 kilometers like this one can. Yes, sir. Each year we do this show, a big star is Jober's Fed Guy. Tell us about the Fed Guy, Jober. This suit, originally built by the Zeeks, is a modified MSM-04 AT Guy. During an attack on Jabro, my squadron of GMs surrounded and captured this AT Guard with minimal damage. We equipped it with experimental artillery and I was designated to be its pilot. During the final land-ops of the war, I snuck straight to the Zeke's main California base, destroyed their HQ and comm facilities, and jerried right out of there. Because of the Fed Guy right here, the entire Federation was able to retake the entire West Coast.